love this meal so much. I literally wake up craving it. Classic oatmeal. We're add a scoop of protein to make it protes. I was absolutely starving when I got back from my night class, so I've already started cooking. Then we're gonna add our two toppings. I go with whipped cream and chocolate syrup. What's going on? It's Jack. Welcome back to this week's YouTube video. Today we've got a full day of eating. I feel like I give you guys lots of full days of eating, but meal ideas, when I update my diet, I wanna share it with you guys. Starting off with breakfast, we're gonna go with 4 eggs instead of 3, 100 grams of egg whites still, half a serving of cheese, potato, and butter. Real quick, I'll run you guys through it. We're just gonna scramble our 4 eggs and add our egg whites in. We're gonna cook that. The potato is gonna be diced and air fried. Super simple, 10 minutes at 375 degrees. We're gonna use half a serving of cheese into our eggs. Make sure you don't overcook your eggs. I feel like that is probably one of the worst things to do, but also kind of hard not to. And then butter. I do measure out my butter even on a bulk because it is so high calories. If I was to be off like 5 or 10 grams every single day, it could make a huge difference. So I do weigh this out. I only use half a serving or 7 grams. Yeah, let's whip this together and I'll show you guys the final product. And just like that, breakfast is served. 4 eggs, 100 grams of egg whites, our potato. We're gonna add some fruit to that. I would recommend any pieces of fruit. I'm gonna go with clementines, apples, bananas, whatever you like. Some Cholula hot sauce as well for a little bit of flavor on those eggs. Nothing too crazy there. And also read off the macros real quick. This meal is 677 calories, 71 grams of carbs, 24 grams of fat, and 46 grams of protein. Also, an update, I am aiming for around 28 to 3,000 calories. I give myself that range because not every day is gonna be perfect. I get a little bit of wiggle room, and I know my maintenance is around 2,800, so if I'm 100 or 200 over that, that's my goal. I don't wanna get into 300, 400 calories over that. I think that's just way too much. I want a nice long, prolonged lean bulk. Also, we're growing the hair out. That's why you're gonna see me wearing a hat just about every video moving forward. My hair needs to be trained to go backwards as it grows out, so I'm gonna be wearing a lot of hats. So far, bulk's going well. I love this meal so much. I literally wake up craving it. I've had it for like almost a month straight ever since the vertical diet. And as you'll see today, my diet is very similar to the vertical diet, except obviously I changed a few things here and there. Wow, that's hot. Okay. I just burnt my mouth. Whew. Ah, the potatoes are hot. Ooh. All right, but I'll let that cool off. Always watch Good Myth Morning, and I'll catch you guys at the second meal of the day. It's time for our second meal, also our pre-workout meal. We're going with some classic oatmeal. We're add a scoop of protein to make it protes. So I've got this oatmeal right here. Maple brown sugar just from Kroger, 50% reduced fat. Instant oatmeal, got 2 packets here. So we're gonna go ahead and tear those up. And then the really convenient thing about these, boom, boom, is the way I measure my water is I literally just open up one of these packets, fill it with water, and that's how much water will actually go in the oatmeal, and then we'll microwave it for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Just like that, we have our oatmeal here cooked up, bowl is warm. We're gonna add some protein to that. We've got our Transparent Labs Cereal Splash, code Perez saves you 10%. I also saw a video on TikTok the other day where they make a super compressed protein scoop and it kind of slowly falls out. It's really satisfying, so we're gonna try to do that real quick. All right, that's really compressed, so I'm gonna see if I can get a good cinematic view of this. All right, ready? All right, that wasn't bad. It was okay. I think I could have done it a little bit better, but we're gonna add a little bit of almond milk just for the whole mixing effect. Boom on there. Then we'll go ahead, break that up and mix that in. And then once we got our protein mixed in, this is another great spot to add some fruit. So we're gonna take a banana, cut it up, and then add it into our oatmeal. Gotta get those fruits and veggies in all day. And there we have it. That is our pre-workout meal. I'll read the macros real quick. So for this meal, it is 545 calories, 93 grams of carbs, 4 grams of fat, and 37 grams of protein. A perfect pre-workout meal. So I'm gonna eat this, let it digest for about an hour, hour and a half. and then we'll hit the gym. Our workout is now complete. It's time for our post-workout meal. We're gonna go carb heavy as well as protein after our workout. So we've got 8 ounces of chicken thighs right here. We need to season up. We've got a pepper. We're gonna add some rice, basically make like a chicken, rice, and vegetable bowl. First things first, we're gonna get our chicken and our peppers going because these will go in the air fryer together. Cut up our pepper, season our chicken, and get that in the air fryer. We're gonna put both of these in the air fryer together at 365 for 12 minutes. Alrighty, we just flipped our chicken. Now it's time to microwave our rice and saute up some spinach. This we're gonna add salt and pepper to on the pan, and then this goes microwave, minute 30. Super easy. I am lazy. I should get a rice cooker, all that kind of stuff. I know. But right now, just Uncle Ben's. Here we have our lunch. We got our rice, peppers, spinach, and chicken in there. And then a subscriber recommended this thick and chunky medium salsa from Kroger, and I've been loving it, so we're gonna throw some of that on there. About 2.5 servings. I just eyeball this. I've done it so many times. Yeah, that should be good. I mean, salsa's so low calorie, it doesn't make a huge difference, but obviously we wanna be as accurate as possible. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and read the macros for you guys. This meal is 782 calories. It is 101 grams of carbs, 20 grams of fat, and 56 grams of protein. Super good post-workout meal. It's one of my favorites, and it just is super high in carbs and protein. Great for post-workout, refuel that body. So I'm gonna dig into this, and I'll see you guys at our next meal before we head to class. We do have night class, so we've got 2 meals left, kind of like a dinner and then a dessert. My dessert is probably one of my favorite meals right now. It is sweet, it curves my sweet tooth, but it's high in protein, so I'll show you guys that. But for now, I'm just gonna dig into this, and I'll see you guys at our next meal. I was absolutely starving when I got back from my night class, so we've already started cooking. I've got my 90-10 ground beef in this pan. Maisie's barking outside, and we're also gonna pair that with the sweet potato. You guys have seen this before. It is straight from the Vertical Diet. It is what I'm calling Jack Smash. It is a sweet potato. We're gonna microwave this for 7 minutes after we poke a bunch of holes in it with a fork, and then add our ground beef on top. The key though is a little bit of butter on top, and I'll show you guys that. But yeah, give this a good poke. I don't know, handful of times, and this will go in the microwave for 7 minutes. Also real quick, I just weighed this sweet potato out. It is 334 grams, and a super simple dinner here. 2 ingredients, we have our ground beef and our sweet potatoes. Now we're gonna take some butter. We're gonna do half a serving or 7 grams, and it just makes it taste that much richer, and it's only 50 calories. 7 grams, and then give that a good mix it together. Make sure those sweet potatoes and ground beef mix with the butter. Boom. And there you go. We're also gonna pair it with a bunch of carrots on the side. I think this is what? Let's see. 150 grams of carrots. We're gonna pair that, and then the calories for this meal is 720 calories, 62 grams of carbs, 28 grams of fat, and 53 grams of protein. So I'm gonna down this. I am starving after my night class. I was gonna eat before, but I just wasn't hungry, so I decided to wait. And of course I wait, and now it's like 9:10. So I'm gonna eat this. We got 1 more meal left, something I've never shown on the channel before, but tastes amazing. It's a super simple way to get your protein in at the end of the day. The last meal of the day is a unique one I haven't showed you guys yet. It is gonna be casein protein pudding. What we have here is our casein protein. Right there you guys can see casein protein. You specifically need casein protein because it's a little bit thicker of a protein, and it just mixes way better into the pudding we're aiming for. So we're gonna do 1 scoop of our protein. Vanilla or chocolate are my 2 go-tos. Currently I'm loving chocolate with some raspberries mixed in. So we're gonna go with that. So we need 1 scoop. And these scoops are gonna be bigger than whey scoops. Just like that. And then we're gonna add in our almond milk. It's normally about 6 ounces to get the consistency of pudding, but you're just gonna have to do trial and error. I have done this for the last, I don't know, like 3 weeks, so I kind of know exactly how much milk I need, but I still err on the safe side because you can't take milk out, but you can always put more milk back in. So pour your milk, give it a good stir, err on the safe side of maybe start with like 4 or 5 ounces of milk. Alrighty, and there we have it. That is the consistency we're going for. Just like that. And then we're gonna throw our fruit in there. I have been using raspberries, blueberries, even blackberries. Go ahead, throw whatever fruit you want in. And we're gonna go ahead and mix that as well. Give that a good stir. And then this is actually gonna go back in the freezer. You can do the fridge or the freezer, but the freezer takes a little bit less time. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in the freezer for like 5 minutes, take it out, and we're at our toppings. Alrighty, and 5 minutes later, our protein has thickened up just a little bit more to a pudding consistency. Then we're gonna add our 2 toppings. I go with whipped cream and chocolate syrup. We're gonna do about 1.5 servings of each, and sure, we'll weigh it out just to be that much more accurate. So I need about, boom. Oh, also Maisie loves whipped cream, so I'm gonna show you guys what she does. Come here. You sit. Say hi, Maisie. Would you sit? Ready? Wait. Oh! She got it. All right, sorry, that distracted me a little bit, but she loves her whipped cream. She knows when that sound happens of like me spraying whipped cream that she always gets a little bit. And then our chocolate syrup on top. Boom. Put it on the side. So that is our final product. It is absolutely delicious. Curves my sweet tooth, and this is 200 calories and 26 grams of protein. I'll read off the exact macros, but I know that off the top of my head. It is 200 calories, 13 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and 26 grams of protein. It is the easiest, simplest, one of the best tasting ways to get my protein at the end of the day. You could just do a shake, but I find shakes so boring that this spices up just a little bit. It does take a little bit more effort, a little bit more time, but literally maybe like 7 minutes, 2 minutes to make it, 5 minutes in the fridge, and you get to eat it. And something about just scooping out like a serving of chocolate is way better than a protein shake. There's raspberries in there too, are clutch. I'll go ahead, read our total macros. For the entire day, we had 2,924 calories, 339 grams of carbs, 81 grams of fat, and 217 grams of protein. Just about spot on where I want to be, at a minimum of 200 grams of protein and around, like I said, 28 to 3,000 calories. This was a perfect day, a day of eating that I really enjoyed. All whole foods, nothing too crazy. A couple protein shakes, protein powders in there to up our protein. Other than that, meals I absolutely love are things like this and my Jack Smash. It's literally like 4 or 5 ingredients and takes no time to make. Super filling, tastes great. And I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week. Peace.